Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to yet another Emperor System Lab class. Um, uh, I hope all of you have joined your Tinkercad classroom successfully, and you may tried our first class exercise. If anyone having difficulties to join in the classroom, uh, we will do one thing. We will once again share the link related to your respective classes. Okay. I think I pasted only B class 2 times, I think. Okay, I will paste the link relevant to your respective class. Now I have posted B class link in the chat. Okay, just let me post A class link also. Thereby you people can click and join. The nickname will be your permanent role number. Is it anyone facing any difficulty to join in this? See, this lab class and all, you can take it as a hands-on session, okay? Whatever we are teaching, okay? Whenever we start simulate something, you people can start doing your work. No need to waste your time, okay? You have a placement class and some other training classes. You don't blame, you don't have a time to execute the experiment, okay? Then and there, you can turn on your laptop, parallelly you can start work. Okay, because the exercises are not too tough. Okay, after our theory explanation, you can parallelly you can start doing your work. And also at the end of the session, we may ask few students to present your screen. You can present your screen. Okay, now we will do one thing. Before getting to the new concept, let me request few students to present their screen what they have completed. Okay, this class, you can present your screen by your choice. We are not going to call by any one number. Can anyone present your screen? What you have tried in the Tinkercad, please? 5 minutes we will take it further. Then you will get into the today's lab. Please make it fast. Kulin Kuruvila, can you share your screen? Sai Prince, anyone? Whoever completed, please share your screen. Don't thereby we will give some comments how to improve or whatever I did was okay. Very good, Sivapala. Sivapala, very good. Thank you, Sivapala. Present your screen. Yes. Yes. Clicking this. Yes. See, is it Sivapala's screen is visible to everyone? Please respond in chat box, please. Is it Sivapalan's screen is visible to everyone? Sivapalan, please click that hide icon, Sivapalan. Sivapalan. Okay, okay. Yes. Okay, any suggestion from your side to Sivapalan? Okay, Sivapalan, can you click that code window? Can you click that code window? Yes, Sivapalan. Okay. Okay. Keep the screen as such. Keep the screen as such. Okay. Any suggestion from your side? Any suggestion from your side to Sivapalan? Sivapalan, make your screen to you. Yes, okay. Any suggestion from your side to Sivapalan? Anyone? Yes? Any suggestion from your side to Sivapalan? Rohit? Rohit?
Sir.
Can you give any suggestion to Sivapalan?
Suggestion. Sir, on the 5 volt.
No. Tell me.
Sir, the connection is sir, positive.
Connection? Yes,
Sir,
yes.
on the 5 volt, sir. நம்ம 13th இங்க பவர்ல 5 வோல்ட் எடுத்துருக்காங்க.
ஓகே.
அது இதுல யூஸே பண்ணல சார். நம்ம 13th பின்ல தான் சார்.
He used only 13th pin. Sivapalan, click that code window.
Delete பண்ணிட்டான் சார்.
Delete பண்ணிட்டா Sivapalan. Sivapalan, Sivabalan? Okay, actually for the first exercise you are telling no need of the VCC. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me give few suggestions. Everyone, please note down. As a programmer, what is the basic thing we learn in our basic programming classes? After typing the code, what we used to do in the program window? We need to add. We need to add. Is it am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? Yes. Hello? Hello? Sivabalan, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sivabalan, program, if we are typing some coding, how others can read the coding? What we need to provide along with the coding?
Command lines.
Command line. Okay, Sivabalan, see hereafter, see it's very essential character you need to build. I am saying it as a character, not a habit also. Okay, so the character of a mark. Whenever you start type any coding, don't forget to include the command line. Okay, so the command lines are already given in Tinkercad. Those lines are good. Remaining lines you need to add. Okay, is it okay, Sivabalan?
Okay, sir.
And one more thing, try to use some standard color coding for your connecting wires. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, go back and try something like a traffic light. Can you show that? When you have tried that exercise?
Sir, Neto Namo.
Okay, can you explain what you have did in that? Go back and can you, yes, click that. Click at this. Okay, what you have did here? Yourself you tried the traffic signal. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, start, red. Okay, minimize the code. Let me see the output. Red, yellow, and then green. Okay, very good. Here we have one more fantastic feature in Tinkercad. We no need to use 3 LEDs. Do you know that? You no need to use the separate LEDs for this. Click the drop down box in the components window. Click all. Yes. Now scroll down the component window. Yes, come down. Yes. Okay. Little go up. Have you find this red, green, blue RGB LED? Okay, this LED will capable of producing 3 different colors. Also, by properly writing the code, you can create whatever the combination of color coding you can create. That you can create it with the help of this LED that is called RGB LED. Be practice with that LED, you will learn many things. Thank you, Sir. Okay. My girls, can you share your screen? Yes, thank you, Sir. Girls, Jivida, Soumya Ravi, Gayatri, anyone? Girls, can you present your screen? Okay, else we will do one thing. At the end, we will ask you to present the today's exercise. Okay, yes, without wasting much time, we will start our today's class. Yes. Before starting the today's class, let me ask one basic question or a fundamental question. We have learned how to interface LED with Arduino. Now, everyone, please try and make an attempt to spell any one application of the first experiment. Please start typing the chat box. Application of interfacing of LED. Quick. Where and all we can use this exercise or the experiment. Quick. Application of interfacing of LED. Time illa, quicker. Type பண்ணுங்க பார்க்கலாம். Where we can use this? Hello? Application. Praveen, where we can use that? Praveen or 226. Where we can use that interfacing of LED? Praveen? TV remote, okay. Then any other application where we can use this experiment? Quick. Parking lights, okay. Water level indicator, okay. Then quick. Answer airport, traffic lights, okay. Then where and all girls are absent lab class. Soumya, Jyoti Prasad, indication, LED in switches, automation, remote cars. Okay, then. Okay, see, embedded system or in your programming concepts, you may think the things are very big, but we will tell you the things, very fundamental things. If you know, you can interface a lot. Okay, see, you may surprise the consecutive experiments. What we are going to do is that only the code what we have used for the first exercise. First exercise என்ன code use பண்ணுமோ அதை யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் remaining few exercise பண்ண போறோம். ஓகேவா? So what it means if you know how to control one digital output device means that is very similar to all the output devices, almost for all the digital outputs. It may be a buzzer, it may be a relay, it may be your tiny DC motor. Okay, wherever you think digital output, the same code you can use it in all the applications. Okay, even if you want to make any one IoT project, very simple, through browser, again you are going to send only 2 commands, that is 1 or 0. IoT project, again using HTML coding or JavaScript or JSON command or any query, you are going to pass again 0 or 1. Or you take any mobile application, mobile app, again you are going to pass only any 2 value for your digital outputs. If you send 1, you can make the device to on. If you send 0, you can make the device to off. Okay, this is the very fundamental. Do remember this. Okay, do remember this. Actually, we have stopped our discussion with the switches. Am I correct, sir? We have stopped our discussion with switches. Am I correct? Yes. Okay, today we will start our discussion from the point where we have stopped in the last class. See, fantastic switches are available. Fantastic switches. Each and every switch have a unique actuation. Am I correct? Am I correct? This is a slide switch. This is a dip switch. These are all called toggle switches. These are all coming under the push button. Okay, push button, again you have 2 types. Push to on, appuram push to latch. Push panna continuous on. Or the moment if you touch, can anyone tell me if TV remote, if you press, whether the button will hold on for a long time or the moment at which you press only it will activate? Can anyone unmute and say, give your response? TV remote, if you press the button, whether the button will, once you release the finger from the button, immediately it will turn off. Am I correct? But there are some switches, if you press, it will latch for some time. Then again, if you press, it will come to the opposite state. Okay, likewise, you have a plenty of switches. Not only this, the same switching action is given in other forms also. Okay, that and all we will show you. Whenever you find some little free time within the lab, we will show it to you, like called limit switches. Okay, now we are in browser only. Now we can show it to you. What is called the limit switch. See, have you seen this kind of switches anywhere in your application? Real scenario. This kind of switches have you seen anywhere? Please, anyone can unmute and tell. See, or else you do one thing. Top door washing machine. Whoever having top door washing machine, just open the door and check. You may have this kind of switch in your washing machine. Okay, this switch only going to give the command to the microcontroller that somebody open the door. Okay, similarly in your car, many of the automobile system. Okay, and also if you find microwave in your home, the microwave consists of many push buttons in the door. Push button, series of push buttons are connected. If you properly close the microwave door, then only it will start cook. Am I correct? So the switches are very important one. Start from a simple switch to some industrial application switches I have shown in the name of limit switch. Okay, and also the digital input sensors also will work in the same fashion. Okay, but you no need to confuse much. Think about only the switch. Okay, yes. Now we will discuss about these switches. In our exercise, we may use the dip switch or push button switch or the slide switches. Okay, so this is a dip switch, dual inline package. What it means? If you buy the switch or if you watch the switch, you may find two parallel lines. Can you see? One line is for input, another one is for output. So that therefore it is called a dual inline package. What is meant by dual? This is one line, this is one line. Inline. See, all the terminals are positioned in the same line. So this name is copied from your chip ICs, integrated circuits. DIP package, quad package. Okay, copy. Okay, switch again. It is a digital input device. It has only two states. Open or close. Open or close. So what we need to do? We need to create some external setup. Thereby, we need to make our controller to sense if there is any physical changes happening in the external hardware. Just we need to observe. Accordingly, we need to create some logical change in our output devices. Okay, yes. What is the syntax? What is the syntax used in our Arduino IDE? So whatever we are discussing in the few setup lab is purely related to the Arduino IDE. Okay. So we know that how to write the digital logics in our digital input output. In the same way, we have few syntax. Okay, for some other functions. Example, how to read the logic from the particular pin. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between digital read and digital write function? What difference is digital write and read compare panna change irukku. Digital write, how many arguments we will pass? And the argument variables we will pass. Two. But digital read function we will pass only one. What it is? It is your digital input output pin. That's all. So what are the possible combinations we have? We have from 0 to 13. Very simple. So if you call this function along with the appropriate pin number, this particular function will return some value. The value will be either 1 or 0. How to process it? I need to store the particular value into any one of the variable. So here for an example, int SW underscore status is equal to digital read of 10. Means what? We are going to connect the switch in pin number 10 and we are going to read the logical changes from the same pin number and we are going to store it in the variable called SW underscore status. Okay, it is like a normal programming language. We should not use any reserved keywords in our program. Okay va? இதுல வந்து நீ switch type பண்ண வெச்சுக்கோங்க. Switch என்ற variable already Arduino IDE is reserved for some other function. Okay, so you can't simply type it as a switch. அதனால தான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க SW underscore status போட. It is user defined variable. You can give any variable you want. Okay, here the thing is you need to go through this syntax, how to call the function digital read or capital, that's all. Then you need to pass only the pin number. Okay, so it will return two values, either high or yes. Now so small recap. So very first thing, whenever we start doing the exercise, we need to declare the pin mode. What for it is? The pin mode is going to decide the functionality of the particular pin. Am I correct, sir? Because in Arduino IDE, digital pins having two functions. Generally two functions. Actually, it has more than two functions, but in general, it has only two functions. Either it can be act as an input or output. Input na enna commands are use பண்ணுவோம்? Can you type it in the chat box? Input na enna command? Input na enna command, sir? Please type it in the chat box. Input enna command? Konja quick, sir. Input na enna command? Anyone, please? Input ஒரு particular pin input assign பண்ணனும்னா என்ன டைப் பண்ணுவீங்க குயிக்கா? ஹலோ, pin mode, pin number, comma input. Thank you very much. Output அப்படினா again pin mode, pin number, comma class. Very good. Thank you, Kavya. Output. That's all. Very simple. Okay. Yes. Now one small question. Please listen and tell. Okay. I have declared the pin as output. Who will make the logical change in the particular pin? Either software or hardware. Who will make the logical change? Software or hardware? Quick. Output and declare பண்ணிட்டோம். Who will make the logical change? Software or hardware? Output and declare பண்ணிருக்கோம் சார். ஒரு பின்ன high low எப்படி நம்ம கிரியேட் பண்றோம்? Software or hardware? Software. Through software, we are going to write the coding, that is digital write of the same pin number, comma value. The value may be high, low, or 0 or 1. Okay. Srihari, same question. If I make the pin as the input, who will make the logical change? Hardware or software? Obviously, it is hardware, because here we are going to change the switch position. Okay, controller not going to do anything. We are going to change the position, and accordingly we are going to have some circuit setup. Thereby, the change will give some change in logical value in your port pin. Controller task is to just read the value. That's all. It is not going to do any logical change by its software. Okay, I hope this statement is clear to everyone. Okay, yes. Now last class we have discussed little bit here. We supposed to connect one switch like this. In first case, my switch is open. Second case, my switch is fully closed. And also, the other end of the switches, that is one end of the switch is connected to VCC, other end of the connected switch is connected to the any one port pin of your Arduino or any controller. Okay. In first diagram, what logic you will receive in your port pin? What logic you will receive in your port pin? Whether you will receive 1 or 0? Yes, Jagadish and Rizwan said that we will receive 0. Okay, we will check that one. In the second diagram, whether we will receive 1 or 0. 1 or 0. Quick. Second diagram. What logic we will receive? Second diagram. Kavya, very good one. Kavya, now you see the first diagram is said to be off. The second diagram is said to be on, but there is one small deviation or the conflict in your statement. Here, it won't be a, see, as per your statement is logic low, this is logic high. Logic high is correct, but logic low is wrong. Entirely wrong. Because please see, my circuit, as per this port pin is concerned, it is not connected anywhere. It is not connected to logic 1 or 0. It is said to be floating state. It is said to be floating state. So a port pin will sense either 0 or 1 based on the external noise. See, actually our hardware is, we will keep it in any one physical environment. So based on the environment noise, it will sense either 0 or 1. This is very dangerous one. You should not connect the circuit in a floating state. Okay? Very dangerous. So what I can do, sir, what kind of additional setup we can include? So already in your electronic devices, you may study one configuration is called pull down and pull up. Pull down or pull up. What is meant by pull down or pull up? Okay? So these things are very much familiar to you people. Anyhow, why we are again and again we are telling this. These kind of basic questions you may come across your interviews. Okay, so clear explain panna. So what we are doing here means, Kavya, can you unmute and interact? What is the additional component present in the circuit, please? Kavya? Additional enna Kavya irukku diagram la?
Resistor, sir.
Resistor. Resistor with a low value or little high value?
10 kilo ohms are high.
10 kilo ohm is somewhat high. Am I correct? Somewhat
yes,
high. Yes. Okay. Here, why we have connected one resistor? Now you do one thing. Consider you are having microcontroller here. If you write the code like a digital read of pin number 10, what logic you will receive now? What logic you will receive? We need to trace the path. Am I correct? We need to trace the path. So we will trace from here to here. No, it is an open circuit. Leave it. Then this is logic ground or logic 0 volt. Shall we keep 0 volt? Okay. From here, if you trace, what logic we will receive here now? Whether 0 or 1. Whether 0 or 1. Any idea? Kavya, 0 or 1?
Sir.
Doubter, sir. அப்படின்னு சொன்னா எலக்ட்ரிக் சர்க்யூட்ஸ் நான் தான் எடுத்தேன். அப்புறம் ஸ்மிருதி மேம் எடுத்தாங்க. ஏ கிரேட் எடுத்து பாஸ் ஆகிட்டோம். டவுட் வருது காவியா. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். சி here I have some potential. Am I correct? So I am getting some closed path. Actually you don't know what is inside this. Am I correct? இன்சைட்ல எதுவுமே இல்லைன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. இங்க இங்க ஒரு சிஸ்டம் ஒரு க்ளோஸ்டு பாத் கிரியேட் பண்ணுதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. சரியா? இங்க இருக்கிற லாஜிக் என்ன? லாஜிக் 0 தானே அப் டு இது வரைக்கும் வருது. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
இது வரைக்கும் லாஜிக் 0. There may be some drop and all in the resistor. You don't bother. Okay. So it's very simple. In this case, you are receiving logic 0 in this. So off state, you are receiving logic 0. Same circuit, you are making the switch to close. This pin is connected to VCC, that is, say example 5 volt. Now you tell me what logic you will receive here. இங்க ஒரு சின்ன கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் சார். இப்படியும் பாத்து க்ளோஸ் ஆகுது, இப்படியும் பாத்து க்ளோஸ். எது சார் டாமினண்டா இருக்கும்? எந்த பாத்துல ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் ரொம்ப லெஸ்ஸா இருக்கு? எந்த பாத்துல ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் ரொம்ப லெஸ்ஸா இருக்கு? In first path or the second path?
First part.
Or else you tell me one thing. What is the voltage drop across the resistor? What is the voltage drop across the resistor? Voltage drop across resistor என்ன இருக்கு சொல்லு? Voltage drop across the resistor என்ன? Same 5 volt, am I correct? இவ்வளோ டவுட் வருதா? இதுக்குதான் கொஞ்சம் ஹார்ட்வேர்லாம் வாங்கி ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்றது, புரியுதா? See, very simple. See, here we have applied 5 volt. If you connect 1 voltmeter, the voltage drop across the resistor remains how much? 5 volt. Thereby, what is the logic you will receive in this pin right now? Logic 0 or 1? Logic 1. Okay, so this kind of configuration is called pull down resistor. That means permanently we are making our port pin to logic 0. That means pull down. Then do remember one thing. Whenever you are doing the pull down configuration, other end of the switch must be connected to the opposite logic what you have connected here. இங்க என்ன சார் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கு? 0. இங்க என்ன இருக்கணும்? must be 5. Or else if I connect 0 even after closing the switch, you will receive the same logic 0. Thereby you can't sense the switch actuation. Am I clear? Pull down configuration na high value resistor permanent port pin la connect pananum, and we need to connect it to the logic 0. Can anyone tell me what may be the other configuration? Pull down I discussed. What may be the other one? Already you have studied in electronic devices. That is called what? Pull up la enna change varum sir? Pull up la enna change varum? Pull up la enna change varum? Pull up la enna change varum? Pull up la enna change sir? Simply here you need to connect. Pull up na first enna? I need to make the particular port pin into a logic high. That means here I need to connect 5 volt or VCC. Then what should be the logic in the other end of the switch? Any idea? What should be the logic level in the other end of the switch? Any idea? Here we have connected logic high. Here we need to connect. Shall I connect again 5 volt? No, here we need to connect the 0. Please note down these two configuration. Whenever you are interfacing the any switches with your Arduino or any controller, check your hardware configuration. Sometime pull up and pull down resistors are maybe inbuilt in your controller itself. Your task is to only enable using some register values. Okay. If not, you need to use external resistors, that to some high value resistor. Why? If you have low value resistor, what will happen? Power dissipation will be high. That will be waste of power. Okay, and one more thing, at the end of the discussion I will tell you, okay, how your controller senses this one. Your controller won't sense with the logic level, it will sense in terms of the current value received by the particular port pin. Okay, that and all you read it by your own and come to the clarity. If you have a doubt, please ask. Okay. Yes. Now we know pull down resistor configuration. Using that, if my switch is off, perfectly we will get logic 0. Similarly, if my switch is on, perfectly we will get logic. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. With this idea, we will get into the next exercise. Interfacing of switch with Arduino. Okay, interfacing of switch with Arduino. Simply, if we connect the switch alone, circuit may not be. You can't observe the function of your switch. Thereby, we are going to include one LED in the output port. Okay, so by reading the status of the switch, we are going to make the logical change in the LED. Okay, so thereby here we are going to connect one switch and LED. So this is our interfacing diagram. Okay, so whenever you are writing your record content, okay, your observation contents are already posted in your Google Classroom. There are few students not yet joined in the classroom. We don't know what to do. Already we have posted your observation content. Okay, so that is simply a Google form. That is simply a Google form. You have a due date for that. Okay, so where you have that? Here, lab observation submission form. Just to open the form. Here you will find some set of questions. Please go through the question and answer. That's all. If you answer, you will get 30 marks. Okay. Then for your Tinkercad work, we will award remaining 30 marks. So, sir, lab na 100 marks kirkume, sir. What about the remaining 40 marks? Any idea? What about the remaining 40 marks? That is for your. Any idea? Remaining 40 marks. No, not observation note. That is for your record work. Okay. So in record work, we will share the content to you. You need to write and submit. Okay. So lab, whenever we are doing the lab, in the meantime, you also start do the exercise. Okay. We will evaluate your work from our classrooms. So apne Tinkercad classroom la definitely join paniruknom. Okay va? There are few students not yet joined. Let me spell their names. Please try to access the chat box link and try to join. Gogul S, Gautam M, Jeevan Raj A, Sanjay D, Vikram S, Gogul D, Prem Kumar S. நீங்க இந்த classroom join பண்ணாம இருக்கீங்க. So you join பண்ணிட்டா whatever the work if you are doing, say example, let me open Jeevida's work and check it. So Jeevida account open பண்றோம், circuits open பண்றோம். She tried something, am I correct? So and one more thing, if you are keeping these many exercises, it is very, very difficult to us to access. Okay, so for that, please do follow one thing. In the name of the experiment, in the name irukko, please do follow experiment number underscore, experiment number underscore, no need of your roll number and all. Okay, if you want, you keep the roll number. Okay, so experiment number underscore, roll number underscore, name of the experiment, clear of full letter. We will evaluate only the particular work. Okay, wow? So do remember, don't put any random names. Don't put any random names. So நீங்க proper experiment number கொடுத்து ஏதோ work கொடுத்திருக்கியோ அதை மட்டும் we will open like this and we will check your hardware connection and your coding what you have written. Okay, so in the code la வந்து definitely we will see for the comment lines. Okay va, inga comment line la irukkom. So comment line la miss ஆயிருந்ததுனா we can't give a full marks. Okay va. Simply we will click and we will check the simulation work. And one more thing, here use your label. Here you mention your roll number alone. That is sufficient. Okay. See here, perfect output. Am I correct? So whatever we taught, the same thing happening here. Okay. Yes. So now we will get into the today's exercise. This is the hardware setup we need to do. And before that, whenever you are writing record work, at that time, you don't keep the interfacing diagram as such. Actually, it is meaningless. You need to mention something here. So here, there are two pins we are going to use. One is to interface your switch. Another one is interface your LED. So please mention the port pin number in which you have connected your switch and LED. Say example, in our case, we are going to connect the switch in pin number 10, LED in pin number 12. So likewise, you need to mention in your record work. Okay, wow. So what we are going to do? We are going to connect the switch in pin number 10, then LED in pin number 12. What is the logic we need to follow in our coding part? So go through the flow chart. So hereafter, before coming to the lab, go through the flow chart and the interfacing diagram and come. Okay. So flow chart will give you the idea that what type of logic we need to create in our coding part. Okay. First, I need to start and configure switch interface digital port pins as input. Then configure LED interface digital pin as output. Then one continuous loop. In that infinite loop, we need to read the status of the switch. If the status of the switch is logic high, make the LED to on. No means again go and read the status. Okay? Yes means make the LED to on, again go to the loop and again continue the same thing. Is it clear? Is it clear, dear students? Is it clear, dear students? Shall we start right and execute the exercise? Yes. Yes. Create new circuit. Create new circuit. Create new circuit. Wait a minute. Interfacing of switch with Arduino. Interfacing of switch with Arduino. Now you people can start do the simulation. Okay. Parallel new work on army. Actually, we are going to consider these experiments as 1 and 2. Okay. So last class, whatever we have discussed is going to be considered as experiment number 1, and this is going to be considered as experiment number 2. Please help me to do the exercise. Just tell me what I need to do first. There is no Arduino, there is no breadboard. From where we can fetch, please guide me. Please guide me quick. From where we will get the Arduino, breadboard and the other components? Yes. Please guide me to do quicker, sir. Hello. Okay, we will get one volunteer. Or volunteer class. Okay. Balakumar 207. Balakumar. Balakumarai காணவில்லை. வேற யார் அப்படிங்க? ஓகே. நீலகண்டன் 602 நீலகண்டன்.
சார்
நீலகண்டன் ஹெல்ப் பண்றியா? என்ன பண்ணணும் ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப்பா? நீலகண்டன் இப்பதான் தூங்கி வச்சிருக்க. நீலகண்டன்
சார்
ஹெல்ப் பண்றியா? ஆர்டினோ போர்ட காணோம், பிரெட் போர்ட காணோம். எங்க போய் எடுக்கிறது? வீக்கே சொல்லு. என் ஸ்கிரீன் விசிபிளா நீலகண்டனுக்கு? நீலகண்டன் சப்போர்ட் பண்ண முடியல. வேற யாரும் முடியல. சரண்குமார் 240. சரண்குமார். சௌமியா ரவி. சொல்லுங்க மேடம். இந்த பிரெட் போர்ட காணோம், ஆர்டினோவை காணோம். எங்க போய் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம்? ப்ளீஸ். காம்போனன்ட்ஸ். ஓகே. காம்போனன்ட்ஸ்ல எப்படி எடுக்கிறது ஆர்டினோ போர்ட?
என்ன சார்?
How to get the Arduino from component to this working area? What?
Drag பண்ணி கொண்டு வரணும்.
Drag and drop. Am I correct? Drag and drop. Okay. What are the other components you recommend? Please tell. Arduino. Okay. Then
Breadboard, sir.
breadboard. Then
LED resistor.
LED resistor. Then
Switch, sir.
switch. Actually, we have a 3 type of switches: push button, slide switch. இவ்வளோதான் இருக்கு. காம்பவுண்ட் ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கே சௌமியா, என்னாச்சு? ஆக்சுவலா நிறைய காம்பவுண்ட் இருக்கும், கம்மியா இருக்கு. வை? எனி ஐடியா? How to get few components? சௌமியா, காம்பவுண்ட்ஸ் ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கு, என்ன பண்ண? வித்துட்டாங்களா டிங்கர் கேட்ல? வீட்டை சொல்லுங்க, எங்க போய் எடுக்கிறீங்க? உங்க ஃப்ரெண்டு யாரோ ஒருத்தவங்க கூப்பிட்டு ஹெல்ப் பண்றது குயிக்கா. உனக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப் வந்திருக்கு பாரு சௌமியா.
சார்
உனக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப் அனுப்பியிருக்காங்க பாரு. சவுண்ட் இங்க கேக்குது.
சார் இல்ல சார், அது வேற நோட்டிபிகேஷன்.
சரி, வேற நோட்டிபிகேஷன். சரி சொல்லு. காம்பவுண்ட்ஸ் கம்மியா இருக்கு, என்ன பண்றது?
சார்
So you need to
சர்ச்
click
பண்ணுங்க.
this drop down menu. Then you need to click all. Okay, now you check. Yes, we have few more switches. Dip switch into 4, dip switch into 6, then dip switch DPST. என்ன சார் இவ்வளோ switch இருக்கு சார்? என்ன சார் கான்செப்ட்? See, as per dip switch is concerned, it may be 4 or 6, எதுவா வேணா இருக்கட்டும். ஓகேவா? as per dip switch is concerned, 1A 1B, 2A 2B, 3A 3B, 4A 4B. what it means 1A 1B அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்?
ஆன் அண்ட் ஆஃப் சார்.
நோ ஆன் ஆஃப்க்கு இங்க இருக்கு அனிமேஷன். How many terminals are there in this circuit diagram? How many terminals are there in the switch? Switch க்கு எவ்வளவு terminals இருக்கு? 2 terminals. Am I correct? One is the input, another one is the output. Please check here. 1A is the input, 1B is the output. Okay. Tell me, what is 6A and 6B? 6A and 6B. 6A என்றது என்னவா இருக்கும்?
இன்புட் சார்.
6B
அவுட்புட் சார்.
அவ்வளவுதான். அப்ப 3A
இன்புட் சார்.
3B
அவுட்புட் சார்.
that's all. அப்ப dip switch clear-ஆ புரிஞ்சிருச்சு. Here I have a DPST switch, double pole single throw switch. It has 1A 1B, 2A 2B. What is the beauty here? If I do any activation, these two contacts will get simultaneously closed or open. That is the idea of DPST switch. These are all also called as a SPST switch. If I activate this knob, only 1A and 1B will get closed. If I click here, 3A 3B will get closed. If I click here, 6A and 6B will get closed. That's all. Okay. So now we clear about these 3 switches. What? Dip switch 4 and dip switch 6, and then DPST switch. We have 2 more switches. See, I am doing something. From this animation, you tell me what is the name of the switch? What is the name of the switch? What is the name of the switch? Animation பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். What is the name of the switch? Push button. Okay. Here, this is the slide switch. Okay. Here we have 3 terminals. Here we have 4 terminals. But we need only 2 terminals. How to use it? How to find it? Any idea? So whenever you are having this kind of difficulties, go and take your multimeter, and put it in resistance mode, okay, and check the function of the switch terminals. See, here I have connected one wire at the one end, another wire at the other end. Please observe, mega ohm means what? Infinity. It is open, it is in open condition. Now I am closing the switch, shows 0. Now I am again changing the switch position. Now you tell me the mega ohm is off state or on state? Mega ohm is quicker. Sir, quicker, sir. Off state or on state? Off state or on state? Okay, 0. Off state or on state? ஏதாவது சொல்லுங்கடா.
On, sir.
On. இது infinity-ன்றது
Off.
open. Okay, shall we do the same connection? Shall we give the same connection and find how this switches works? These 2 switches. Okay. Yes. Again, connect 2 terminals. Okay, before that, read the terminal name. Common terminal to terminal 1. Common terminal 1, terminal 2. இது என்ன switch sir? Electric circuitsல படிச்சோம்ல. Single pole. Single
throw.
வா 100 மார்க். Single pole, double throw switch. Very good. It's like a 2-way switch in your home. Okay, it has a 2 position. It is not going to be called as either on or off position. Okay, here I have a common terminal and 2 more terminals are named as terminal 1 and 2. So what we are going to do, at a time I can use either common or terminal 2 or common or terminal 1. There are few cases we will use all 3 terminals. But as per our exercise is concerned, we need to use any 2 terminal. Okay. Let me check with this common and the terminal number 2. Okay. Please tell me whether my switches, these 2 are in closed contact or open contact. Common and terminal 2. Common and terminal 2 are having closed path or open path? What? Open. How to make these 2 terminals to close? We need to slide. Okay. Now we have slided position. We have slided the switch position to other end, that is right hand side. Now these 2 are in closed contact. Okay. Am I correct, sir? So in this way you can, if we are finding any hardware switches, take your multimeter, put it in a continuity mode or resistance mode and try to check like this. Okay. Then now we are going to check the other end function. Okay. Now check it. So this is the default position. Am I correct? So default position la idu eppadi irukku sir? Closed la irukkudu, called normally closed, normally open. Relay la padichirukama sir? Common, normally closed. This is normally open. If you activate, these 2 will be get contact, these 2 will lose its contact. Okay sir? Is it clear? In this way we can check the push button also. Okay. Push button la enna terminal kuduthirukanga? Terminal 1A, 1B, 2B, 2A. Any idea how to use the switch? Any idea, Vika? எப்படி சார் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? Any idea? Here we have 4 terminals, but we need only 2 terminals. How to use that? Please tell me.
1A and
1A and 1B. Okay, let me check with 1A and 1B. As your friend said, we will connect the multimeter in 1A and 1B. Start. It shows 0. It shows 0. See, if I press also, it is again showing 0. What it means? What it means? These 2 terminals are permanently connected. These 2 terminals are permanently connected. Okay, sir? So, appo enna sir pandrathu? Stop, change these 2 terminal and connect it in 2A and 2B and check it. Yes, 2A and 2B also permanently connected. Then how to use this? How to use this? Very simple. Very simple. Give the input in, say example 2A, and take the output from 1B. Diagonally connect pannalam. This is one option. Check it now. Initially open. If I press, I am getting contact. Am I correct, sir? Am I correct? Am I correct? Okay. What is the next option I have?
1A,
சத்தமா சொல்லுங்க. 1A
1A 2B, sir.
1A 2B ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாமா சார்? செக் பண்ணுங்க. செக் பண்ணி பார்க்கலாமா? எஸ், பர்ஃபெக்ட்டா ஒர்க் ஆகுது. ஓகேவா? So what is the takeaway point? In this push button, 1A and 1B, these are all permanently have a connection. Then 2A and 2B also having permanent connection. இப்போ யாராவது ஒரு நான் இப்போ சொன்ன ஒரு க்ளூ வச்சு சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். இது ரெண்டும் பெர்மனண்டா கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்குன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். So thereby, shall I connect this wire to here? Here? Do we get the same logical change? Shall we observe? Yes, initially open. If I press, it works. Sir, புரிஞ்சிருச்சா சார்? You can connect it either diagonally or sideways. That is up to yours. Okay? Do I want to repeat this again? Do I want to repeat this again? See, connect the connections. Connect the connection either diagonal or sideways. Okay, well, this is also applicable for this top terminal also. I can connect this. Okay, well, in the magic eல்லாம் try பண்ணி பாருங்க. Now you tell me, in our experiment, which one we will choose? Quicker. Slide or push button or dip switch or you skip this switch. இது வந்து வேண்டாம். இது அப்புறம் பார்த்துக்கலாம். குயிக்கா சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். இந்த 4ல எது வச்சு எக்ஸ்பெரிமென்ட் பண்ணலாம்? குயிக்கா. Your choice. Unmute and tell. ஹலோ, கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா சார். எது யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? புஷ் பட்டன். ஓகே, we will go with push button because உனக்கு மற்றதெல்லாம் ஈஸியா இருக்கு தோணுது. கரெக்டா? So we will go with push button. So push button செக் பண்ணுவோம். Then நம்ம வீட்டில் உட்காந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்? வேற ஏதாவது சுவிட்ச் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி செக் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம். ஓகே, thereby we will delete all other switches. Do we need a multimeter? No need. Hardware logic எப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகுன்னு செக் பண்றதுக்கு வேணா அப்புறமேல மெஷர் பண்ணி காட்டுறோம். ஓகேவா? எஸ். Now, can anyone guide me what we need to do first? Is it this plus and minus will give voltage immediately? This plus terminal and negative terminal. Do we get positive voltage from here and negative voltage from here? Hello? இதுக்குள்ள எங்க பேட்டரி இருக்காங்க நம்ம பிரெட் போர்டுக்குள்ள?
No, sir.
Then what we need to do?
Power the breadboard.
First we need to power the breadboard. Okay, take 5 volt, tuck, tuck, change the color, red color, then again ground, tuck, 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 change the color, black color. That's all. Then refer the circuit diagram and tell me which one we will do first. Whether we will connect the LED first or switch first. Which one we will connect first? Quick, sir. எது கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாம்? ஹலோ 80 பேர் இருக்கிறோம். யாரோ ஒருத்தவங்க ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம். எல்இடி ஆர் ஸ்விட்ச் எது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாம்? விடிஞ்சிருந்தா இப்படியே போனா. வைத்தேஷ் ஆர் யூ தேர்? வைத்தேஷ் நீங்க டைப் பண்ணின ரிஷ்வான். I can't see the chat box whenever I am opening this. Okay, நீ வந்து பேசாம மடந்தீங்க. இது வேற ப்ரௌசர் தான் கொண்டு போகணும். பேசணும்னா இப்போ இருக்க ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு எங்கடா அந்த ப்ரௌசர் உண்டு? சரி, சேட்லேயே தான் டைப் பண்ணலாம். சரி சொல்லு, எது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாம்? எது சார்? சுவிட்ச் ஆஃப் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். ஐ எம் யூசிங் லேப்டாப். என் லேப்டாப்ல மைக் கண்டுபிடிக்கலையா ஒன்றும்? ஸ்டீவ் ஜாப் தான் கூட்டிட்டு வரணும். சரி, ஓகே, டெல் மீ. We will go with the switch first. Okay, where to keep the switch? Shall I keep here or here or here? Shall I keep the switch here? Hello? Sir, இங்க வைக்கலாமா switch? இங்க வச்சோம்னா okay, because see these 2 points, what is that? 1A and 1B already having connection. So thereby if you keep it in the vertical position, now it will not disturb your switch function. Am I correct? Similarly 2A, 2B already it has a connection. So if we keep it like this, it is not going to disturb anything. But இன்புட் அவுட்புட்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ண இடம் இருக்கா, வயர்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் இன்கிரிமெண்டா இருக்கு. thereby we will keep it middle. We will keep it like this. Okay, because we need to take number of tappings. ஒரு ரெசிஸ்டர் கனெக்ட் பண்ணனும், போர்ட்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணனும். So thereby we will keep it center. Okay, now you tell me what I need to do. What we need to do before that, check the resistor values. For LED it is 220 ohm. For switch it is 10 kilo ohm. Please help me. Let me take one more resistor. One resistor, let me keep it as a 10 kilo ohm. Another resistor, let me change it into 220 ohm. Continue. Yes. Switch ஓட ஒரு end எங்க சார் போயிருக்கு? Switch ஓட ஒரு end எங்க போயிருக்கு? Switch ஓட ஒரு end எங்க இருக்கு சார்?
Arduino.
Switch ஓட one end of the switch is connected to the one end of the switch is connected to Arduino. What is the port pin we have selected? Port pin number 10. Okay, wow. So we will do one thing. We will take wire and connect it to pin number 10. Okay. Next என்ன சார்? Next சொல்லுங்க. Next pin number 10ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணியாச்சு. Okay, then quick. Then shall we finish this wiring from the same terminal to one end of the resistor, then other end of the resistor to ground? Okay. Shall we take 220 ohm or 10 kilo ohm? Which one we need to take this for this?
10 kilo.
10 kilo ohm. Okay. Where you will get the same point? Where you will get the same node? Maybe here. Am I correct, sir? Maybe from this column or from this column. Correct, sir? Because my 1A and 1B is already permanently connected. Okay, உங்களுக்கு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் கிளாரிட்டியா வந்திருக்கா? What we will do, we will take the resistor and connect it in the same terminal, but we need to rotate the resistor a little bit. Yes, sir. Now you tell me, other end of the resistor where we need to connect? Other end of the resistor where we need to connect? Other end of the resistor. We need to connect it in ground. So this is the other end of the resistor. Other end of the resistor. So here you have 4 more terminals to tap the wire. Okay, we can tap it from any one of the terminal. Let me connect it from here. Here to straight away ground. Change the color to black. கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா அடுத்து என்ன சார் பண்ணணும்? நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணணும்? நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணணும் சொல்லுங்க. ஸ்லைடு சேஞ்ச் ஆயிடுச்சா? ஓகே, ஹியர் சொல்லுங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட் எல்இடி கனெக்ட் பண்ண போயிடலாமா? சுவிட்ச்ல எல்லாமே ஃபினிஷ் ஆயிடுச்சா? சுவிட்ச்ல எல்லாமே ஃபினிஷ் ஆயிடுச்சா சார்? This okay?
Yes, sir.
This is okay. What about the other end of the switch? What about the other end of the switch? Other end of the switch, where we need to connect? Other end of the switch. You need to connect it to 5 volt. Okay, tell me which one is the other end of the switch? Here. 1A, sorry, 1B, 1A, 2B, 2A. Which one you will consider as the other end? Quick.
2A.
2A. Okay, diagonally we are going to consider. Am I correct? So, inga input koduthuta idhula output eduthikalam. 2A, we are going to connect it to the 5 volt. That's all. Switch oda connection mudinjiruchu sir. LED, where we need to connect? We need to connect the LED in pin number 12. Pin number 12. Quick சொல்லுங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? Quick சொல்லுங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? Bring the LED to the breadboard. Then take the resistor. Take the resistor. Where I need to connect? Anode or cathode? Where we need to connect? This is your anode. This is your cathode. As per the circuit diagram, where we need to connect? As per the circuit diagram, where we need to connect? Anode or cathode? As per the circuit diagram. Hello? Hello?
Sir, anode, sir.
Anode. So anode, you can connect it like this. You can connect it like this. And you can tap the other end of the resistor to port number what? 12. Port number 12. So இங்கிருந்து எடுத்து இப்படி சுத்திட்டுலாம் போகலாம். ஓகேவா? அதுக்கு இன்னும் சிம்பிளா என்ன பண்ணலாம்? Keep it like this and rotate your resistor. Then now this is the other end of the resistor. So you have 4 more terminals to tap. So let me take it from here and go to pin number. Pin number is this, sir? Pin number 12. If you want to see, after giving connection also click the wire and whatever the position you want, you can arrange it like this. Okay va? So that is up to you how to arrange the wires and all. See, if you are getting both horizontal and vertical line means that is perfect 90 degree. Okay va? இப்படி போயிடுச்சுனா it is not a 90 degree. If you are getting both vertical and horizontal line, thereby you can conclude that it is perfectly 90 degree. If I want to change the color into yellow or something. Okay, yellow clear therla sir, so we will put it into some other color, pink. Okay, now is it all the connections are over? Is anything left? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. LED is not connected.
LED oda cathode terminal we need to connect it to the ground. Yes, come here. This is my cathode. Cathode இருந்து எடுத்து கொண்டு போய் கிரவுண்ட்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Change the color to black. That's all over. Now we will start type the coding. Click code, then again click this drop down menu. There you have 3 options. Click text and then click continue. So we have some existing code. What we are going to do, we are going to delete these functions. Okay. Now you tell me, as per our circuit diagram is concerned, we have used 2 pins. Am I correct? One is pin number 10, another one is pin number 12. How you are going to configure these pins? Please help me. LED is connected in pin number 12. Switch is connected in pin number 10. Please tell me what syntax I need to type. Pin mode, சொல்லுங்க, pin mode, ஒரு தரம், pin mode 2 தரம், pin mode 3 தரம். ஹலோ சார், சொல்லுங்க, என்ன பண்ணணும்?
10, input.
10,
input.
Why 10, input?
Because switch is connected on 10th pin.
Switch is connected in 10th pin. Okay. Then pin mode 12,
output.
Correct? Is correction irukka sir? Hello.
Pin mode alphabetics mode.
Pin mode வந்து case sensitive sir. இத வந்து மாத்துங்க. சரி, ஓகே. Case sensitive. Okay. Then anything else?
Semicolon.
Why semicolon sir? Why semicolon?
To finish the line process.
அந்த particular line terminate பண்ணனும், அது தெரியணும். அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? We need to use a semicolon. Okay, next. What is our flow in the void loop? Void loop la what we need to do? We need to read the status of the switch. Switch is connected in pin number 10. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணனும்னா, ஒரு double slash போட்டுட்டு to configure pin number 10 as இந்த கமாண்ட் எதுக்கு எழுதணும்னு தெரியணும்ல. அதுக்கு அடுத்து இந்த கமாண்ட் எதுக்கு? to configure pin number 12 as output. or else இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் கிளாரிட்டி எழுதணும்னா நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம், இதுல LED கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, இதுல வந்து சுவிட்ச் கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு கூட நோட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? So here in input we have connected the switch. Here we have connected what? Here we have connected LED. Okay sir. What we need to type here? First we need to read the status of the switch. What syntax we studied to read the status of the switch? கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா எந்த பின்ல சொல்லுங்க.
digital write off.
digital write off. கரெக்ட் தானே? digital read off
Digital
pin number 10.
pin number.
Okay. Then
Sir, switch variable declare பண்ணு.
we need to declare the variable. integer னு வைக்கலாம், boolean வைக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? ஏன் boolean வைக்கலாம்? we are going to have only 2 states. We will teach you that boolean variable next class. Now we go with integer, any one variable name. Let me keep it as a SW. Okay, SW equal to digital read of 10. Then quicker. Then அதுக்கு அடுத்து என்ன எழுதணும்?
if
If SW equal to high, equal to high or 1, whatever the thing you want, you type it. Okay, if switch equal to 1, what we need to do? Digital
Digital write off
write off, digital write off
12
12
high.
comma high.
12 comma
12 comma high. Okay, then if not, what to do? If not,
Else
else
digital
digital
write off 12 comma low.
digital write off 12 comma. Now we are going to run the program.
Sir, semicolon.
Throwing error. Am I correct? எந்த லைன்ல சார்? 13ல இந்த லைனுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, செமிகோலன் எக்ஸ்பெக்டட். எங்க சார்? Here I we need to put semicolon. Then here also we need to put semicolon. Okay? Now you start similar. And one more thing, here write the command. What we are doing here? To read switch status nu potukalama. To read switch status. Then idu enadhu? What for this? To check what? To check அது ரீட் பண்ணியாச்சு. இங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? Here we need to
Switch condition
or the status check பண்ணலாம். Check the switch condition. அதுக்கு அடுத்து சார், அதுக்கு அடுத்து என்ன பண்ணணும்? Here make the LED to on. அப்ப இங்க என்ன சார் வரும்? Make the LED to off. அவ்வளவுதான் சார். So try to practice. Don't copy the same thing what we have typed here. Okay, உனக்கு என்ன தோணுதோ அதை பண்ணு. க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடலாச்சு. என்ன சார் ஹார்ட்வேர் தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது, என்ன பண்றது? Hardware not visible, what to do? Hardware is not visible, what to do? How to minimize this code window?
Click again go.
Click again code
the
window.
code.
No, lamp is not glowing. When my LED will glow? Any idea? When my LED will glow? If I press the push button, yes, LED glows. If I remove the finger from the push button, LED turns off. Okay, is it clear? Sir? Is it clear? Sir,
Yes,
I
sir.
want to check the same thing. I want to see, நான் third year வந்துட்டேன் சார். எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் trouble shootலாம் பண்ண தெரியணும் அப்படின்னா, convert these meters into a voltmeter. Okay, convert this meter into a voltmeter and keep it side by side. And connect it in the port pins. Port pinல வச்சிராதா உங்களுக்கு நல்லா இருக்கும். சரியா? port pin எங்க வருது சார்? இங்க இருக்குது. 12 இருந்து ஒரு வயர். 12 இருந்து ஒரு வயர். Connect it here. Change the wire color pink. Then 10 இருந்து ஒரு வயர். 10 இருந்து எடுத்தா என்ன தெரியும்? நம்ம சுவிட்சோட ஸ்டேட் என்னன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். 12. ரிமைனிங் இந்த ரெண்டு இதுலயுமே நெகட்டிவ்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ண போறோம். ஸோ கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கோ. Then from here ground. That's all. Now please observe whatever the hardware logical changes. See, now we are going to press the push button. The moment I press, please observe this first multimeter. We are getting around 4.444. Correct, sir? Correct. If I release the finger, it goes to logic 0. Is it clear? So now code output varla enna sir pandrathu. You need to debug your hardware as well as your software code you debug panna practice pananum. This is not a only one way to write this code. You can try your own ways to make this logical change in the circuit. Here we are going to add one more point. Whenever you declare any output in your system during initial stage in a void setup, you need to make the particular digital port pin as off state. You should not start with logic high at any cost. Thereby, you don't forget, if you are assigning any output device, don't forget to off the device. So why I am specifying off, not with this low? There are few connections or the terminologies. If you pass logic low also, it will get turned on. Okay, wow. So we are not forcing with this low or high. Try to make the device by default in off state. Is it clear? Is it clear? So if you turn on the system, it will start execute from void setup, then this line, immediately in the line it is forced to off. Then it will get into the void loop, then it will execute this line, then it will check for the condition. If it is true, it will execute this, else it will go here. You may ask, sir, why you didn't type the braces? How it works without braces? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me how it works without braces? How it works without braces? And the braces is not pole. Ana work achu eppadi sir? Eppadi?
Only a single line.
First line irkumbodhu, single line irkumbodhu, brace is not required. Okay, sir. That's all today's task. But few more things we need to discuss. We have 5 minutes more. Let me try to finish that. I hope we followed the same thing. Am I correct, sir? Why we made the digital pin to low? Any idea? In the pin numbers where use pannirukka. Okay, but it's not mandatory. You need to use the same pin number. 0 to 13 எது வேணாலும் யூஸ் பண்ணி எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணு. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இது எதுக்காக சார் லோ பண்ணியிருக்கோம்? டிஃபால்ட்டா அந்த டிஜிட்டல் அவுட்புட் பின் எப்படி இருக்கணும்? Should be in off state. That is the idea behind why we have made it into digital write of 13, low here. Okay, then remaining things are same. Check the condition, then if it is high, make the pin to output to high, or make the pin to low. That's all. So here one more application is given. Please do observe. Before that, can anyone interact? How many lamps are available in this image? How many lamps are available in this image? எத்தனை lamps இருக்கு sir? 2 lamps இருக்கு. Room 1, room 2. Please consider it as your domestic wiring. Okay. So in domestic wiring, we have one main switch. Then you have an individual room load as well as 6 corresponding control. Okay, in our case, each room consists of 1 lamp and 1 switch. Okay, now first we are making the main switch to on. Then we are making room 2 switch to on. Thereby room 2 lamp successfully gets on. Then room 1 switch on, room 1 lamp on. Yes, very good. Now observe, we made the room 2 switch to off. Room 2 light off ஆயிடுச்சு, but still room 1 is on. Okay, can anyone tell me what are all the ways to make this room 1 lamp to off? Please unmute and tell what are all the ways to make the room 1 to off.
Sorry, either by offing room 1.
Either offing the room 1 switch or main switch. For main switch off பண்ணிட்டோம், main switch off பண்ணியாச்சு, but still room 1 switch is in on condition, but doesn't close. Why? What is the reason? What is the reason behind that? அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்? அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்? இந்த switch closeல இருந்தா மட்டும்தான், இந்த switch closeல இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் entire system work ஆகும். Okay, sir? So you people can try with the same animation, convert into circuit diagram. Next week you will check your output. Okay, one main switch, then two individual room controls, and you take it as 2 LED. Okay, and try with different switches, not with the push button. Push button na press panni eduthita logic work agadu. Okay va? So na vera edha switches use panni panni. Okay, then one more practical thing is called key bouncing. Okay, key bouncing or switch bouncing. So you aware of your switches. Your switches consist of some mechanical components, some contact points, and some spring arrangements are present inside your buttons. So those spring buttons will create some effect called key bouncing. Already you may study this one in microcontroller. Am I correct, sir? Am I correct, sir? In the connections we will discuss pannittom. So if you want, please note down this. Please note down this. Key bouncing due to the spring arrangement present inside the switches. Once you press the button, this contact, this movable contact may get oscillate to and fro. Thereby it will lead some disturbance in my logical change. See, it is not suddenly goes to 0. Before reaching 0, it oscillates. So if you give the same input in our controller, our controller will think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times we disturb the switch in controller will try to produce the output accordingly. But it will be a false one. How to avoid that? How to avoid that? Don't tell remove the spring, thereby we can avoid this. It is not possible. Spring will be there, but we need to create some circuit setup. Okay, so that is can you see this bouncing effect? Can you see the bouncing effect? Multiple on off. So how to avoid this? How to avoid this? So the key bouncing can be avoided by using some software delay. See, please observe this waveform. Please observe this waveform. After some time delay, my output is constant and steady state value. So what I can do? I can wait for some time. Software create in the duration can create a simple delay coding. Okay, delay coding okay. Thereby you can pause your code for some time. Then you can recheck the sensed value. Then you can do the action. That is one point. Another one, you can use some timer function. So timer function use panni you can block this key bouncing action. Okay, so we are giving only these tips. Try to implement, and if you are facing any difficulties, approaches. Okay, whatever we have written here was a simple code. Here you can include one more thing, as you have studied in the C program, macro functions. Using macro functions, say example, as define LED 13. That means what? Thereafter, if you are writing any coding, if you want to call the pin number 13, simply you can call LED as a variable to call the pin number 13. You may get confused how to use this. Okay, don't get confused. In the consecutive experiments, you will try to use this macro function, or else even in your exercise, try to use this macro function and try to implement it. For sure, next experiment, we will try the same. Okay, next class we will see how to interface the buzzer. So, konja interested students, let me show the circuit diagram in front of you. Try to give this connection. try to find where is the transistor, resistor, buzzer and diodes, okay, and try to implement this statement. Interface the buzzer to your Arduino pin, write a program to turn on the buzzer for 1 second and turn off the buzzer for 1 second. இது continuous நடக்கணும் loopல. Can you try this? Can you try this by your own? Take a screenshot of the circuit diagram. Take the screenshot of the circuit diagram. And thank you very much. If you people have any doubt, you can ask. Do remember, try to finish first 2 experiments, prerequisite questions before Tuesday. So next Monday kulla complete பண்ணுங்க. Record content we will post soon. Recordல என்ன எழுதணுமோ அதை மட்டும் எழுதி ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அப்லோட் பண்ணா போதும். கூகுள் கிளாஸ் ரூம் ஜாயின் பண்ணு, டிங்கர்கேட் கிளாஸ் ரூம் ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க, படிக்க ஆரம்பிங்க, டெஸ்ட் எப்போ வேணாலும் வரலாம். Anything else you need to discuss? Anything else you need to discuss? இந்த கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல கொஞ்சம் பேர் ஜாயின் ஆகாம இருக்கடா பாரு. 502 Google D இருக்கீங்களா? Google D 502 Google D. Okay. Thank you, sir. Sundarane sir, thank you very much.